cow! What's going on? I can't find the button for the alarm! Holy mackerel! Help me, Captain, help me! I gotta get it shut off! Holy cow, the police are coming now! Oh, gumdrops! Mr. Bean, what did you do? What did you do? Holy mackerel, they're coming in force! We've only got like 6 or 7 police officers. They must have all come. Holy mackerel, let's get the alarm off. Quick, call him. Dr. Singer, give him a call and tell him it's okay. All right, let's get this alarm reset. Oh man, my heart is racing. Yeah, it is. Holy mackerel, there's enough of that. Woo! All right, let's get some lights on. I wonder if somebody was after the Wonka tickets that I have left here. I don't know. They're all in chocolate bars, so I don't know what they could be going after, but they were going after something. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's better. That's better. That was a little bit of terrifying, huh? Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness. Whew. Yeah, heart is going something like that. Maybe not exactly like that, but pretty doggone close. So, whew, all right, let's move forward. Let me see if I can find some music to calm my soul after that little bit of craziness. Okay, free music. Yeah, I like free. All right, what do we have? How about... a little bit of party music. I don't know what this is going to sound like. So, get your dancing shoes on. You never know, right? You never know. Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of that one. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll take me a little dip of this. Oh man, I'm gonna get sick. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Put the brakes on. Woo! All right. Well, welcome to another premiere where I'm going to be announcing some new heroes for Hank and talking about the progress of the campaign. Also, closing some business out as well, because if you've been following us closely, hold on a second. If you've been following us closely, you know that I had a special donation incentive that just ended from the 13th until the 17th. If you donated then, you could have a chance of not only getting entered into the contest to potentially get a gold ticket and to receive a Wonka bar, obviously, where the gold ticket was hidden, but you also had a chance to win a very rare German miniature hand crank machine. This one right here, that was made by the Adler Sewing Machine Company, has a cool fairy on the front, and then on the back, it has none other than Robin Hood. And again, this was made to honor the Brothers Grimm, who are authors from Germany. They were actually from Hanau, Germany, where I was based as a soldier, and they wrote over 200 children's books. And I offered this, I purchased this just for this campaign, and I wanted to offer it as an incentive for you to donate. Well, boy, did folks jump on that puppy. Yeah, they did. They didn't jump on the puppy. Let's edit that out. Yeah, jumping on puppies is bad. You know what I mean? It's a figure of speech. They really went after that opportunity. It's probably a better way to say it. So what we're going to do right now is a drawing for this miniature German hand crank machine made by Adler to honor the Brothers Grimm, okay? Should we do that? Type in the chat if we should do that right now. Especially if you're one of the folks up on the board that has one of those special little seals to signify that you made it within the parameters of that special giveaway incentive. Yeah, matter of fact, why don't we look at those folks right now, okay? And I'll set this machine down just for now. And I'm gonna find another song that's a little bit cooler. This isn't bad, but no, I don't want that one. Okay, yeah, I'll go with this one for now. As long as they keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Ooh, this is definitely Heroes for Hank music. Yeah, it is. Let's come off the tripod and look at these folks that are going to be part of this special drawing that I'm doing right now. Once I can unplug my camera. Jiminy Crickets, we're sideways. Quick, turn the world back. All right, so let's start on the board on the left first. Some of the folks that came into this campaign as donors and became part of this special drawing, and I'm going to introduce you to some brand new people. Susan, who happens to be from Wisconsin and even from this local area. Susan jumped in and said, count me in as a hero for Hank for this great cause of the OCONTO Area Humane Society. And by the way, I'm going to donate between the 13th and the 17th, and I want to get entered into that special contest to potentially win that really cool hand crank machine. Also, my buddy Jose, who's the owner of Just Right Auto Detailing of OCONTO, also jumped in and said, yeah, count me in, buddy, count me in. I want to support the critters. And by the way, I also want folks to know about my business as well. So any business owners watching that want to get some special recognition, donate before the campaign ends on the 23rd, and I'm going to highlight your business. Yeah, I will. So both of these good folks are going to get entered into this contest to win that really cool hand crank German sewing machine. All right, who else? Who else? Maddie and Kiwi from Florida. They're going to get entered as well. Bruce Gillis, one of the board of director members, and he might decide to, if he gets picked out of the hat, he might decide to say, give it to somebody else. So I'm going to pick an alternate, regardless of who gets picked, just in case they say, give it to somebody else, which is fine. That's up to them. Roz and Apollo from the great state of Michigan. Roz, you're also going to be in this special drawing to win this very rare 1 of 10 in the world, made by Adler, hand crank German sewing machine, miniature German sewing machine. Yeah, it is. Susie out of the great state of Minnesota. Susie also just found a golden ticket. Yes, she did. Just like the person right next to her. Barbara Finger also found a golden ticket in Wisconsin and is also being entered for this special drawing to try to win this German hand crank miniature sewing machine. We also have Veronica and Emily from the great state of Texas. Finally, Veronica and Emily said, you know what, the other Texans are sleeping at the wheel. We're gonna jump in and make it happen for Texas. Yeah, you are. But you know what? I still want my other Texans to get off of that sleeping spell that they're in, to get off their dupa and to jump in and to make it happen for Texas. We always have multiple people whenever there's an incentive, whenever there's a contest, whenever there's a cause. My Texans are all over it. Right now, Veronica and Emily are carrying it for the entire state of Texas. It's supposed to be a big state. Surely we can have more than just these two ladies making it happen for all the Texans. Come on, folks. And last but not least, and I'm gonna kill this music for just a second. I'm gonna cut this music off. Let me cut this music off, or at least bring it down, for a very special targeted donation from my very dear friend, Mary Deignan, out of the great state of Washington. Mary reached out and had already donated very generously to this campaign, and she contacted me privately and she said, Scott, I want to donate again. I want to donate again because this is something you believe in, this is something that I believe in, and more importantly, I also want to recognize just an incredible dog that was a part of my life and touched me to the deepest part of my soul. My beloved dog, Riker. And Riker passed away 4 years ago, and Mary said, I want to do this for Riker. Riker was just such a central part of my life. He gave me joy. He gave me a sense of wanting to get up in the morning. He gave me a sense of excitement about life. And when he passed away 4 years ago, there was a gap. But now you did this contest, and I could revisit the glory and the wonder of all these wonderful critters that from as far away as Washington State, I can adopt them all. I can adopt them all by supporting the cause and stepping into their corner and saying, I want to be a hero for Hank. I also want to be a hero for this local shelter that's so close to the workshop, that's so close to Scott. Well, Mary, it is my privilege and honor to, on behalf of the OCONTO Area Humane Society, accept your very generous second donation as well in memory of your beloved dog, Riker. And Mary shared a beautiful picture of Riker as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my phone to cooperate. You guys know my phone is just goofy. Let me see if I can somehow get this to come up and show you a picture of Riker. Once I can, I'm trying to sweep the thing with my thumb, and my thumb is not being real cooperative here. All right, give me a second here. I want to show you Riker. If I can show you Riker, I'm going to show you Riker. Yes, I am. If I can do it. All right, where are you, Riker? There he is. There's Riker. Come on, phone. Be nice. Be nice. Come on. No. Don't go into energy save. Do any of you have phones that just decide randomly to go into energy save and it just drives you absolutely bonkers? That's my phone. Well, here's Riker right here, this sweetheart. Look at this guy. This again was Mary's dog. I don't know how long she had Riker, maybe from a puppy. But Riker passed away 4 years ago, and Mary said, I've already stepped into the light, out of the shadows, to become a hero for Hank. Now I want to make a targeted donation in memory of my beloved dog, Riker. And you can certainly do that as well. You could certainly step out of the shadows into the light and say, I want to follow Mary's lead. I have a dog or a cat or another critter that was just central to my life, and they since have passed away. I want to honor them. Well, you can do that just like Mary did. You can make a targeted donation to honor your beloved dog, cat, bird, gerbil, guinea pig, rabbit. Who knows what kind of critter it was. It may have been a snake. You know, that's fine as well. You know, folks get attached to all kinds of critters. And so you can follow Mary's lead and do that. But we have all of these folks that have made incredible sacrifice already in supporting this cause. And they also made a donation in that window between the 13th and 17th to try to get their mitts on this very, very special, very, very rare German hand crank miniature sewing machine made by Adler to honor the brothers Grimm out of Hanau, Germany. So this is, I mean, the door is now closed on that. If you say, doggone it, I thought it was longer, or I didn't realize it ended on the 17th. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. These are the folks. Susan, my friend Jose, that has the detailing shop right near the workshop. My dear friend Susie, who also found a golden ticket. Veronica and Emily from Texas. Barbara Finger also found a golden ticket. So far, we found 2 golden tickets as of the recording of this premiere. Maddie and Kiwi. Bruce with the board of directors. Roz and Apollo. And certainly Mary as well. So I've got a total of 9 people that jumped into this campaign in that window where I was offering this special incentive to donate. And they said, count us in. Count us in! We want to get a swing at that. Plus, we want to get entered to, we want to sign up as a hero for Hank. and get a Wonka bar and try to get a golden ticket. Well, 2 of those individuals out of 9, 2 out of 9, Susie and Barbara both got golden tickets, and we still have 3 more to try to get our mitts on. So let me do this. I'm gonna go back up on the tripod. I'm gonna turn my music back up because now I have to write out these special cards that are basically remnants of the chocolate bars that I wrap with a Wonka wrap. And I've got to write all their names out, and then I have to take my hat off. I have to drop them all into the hat. I got to shake my hat up as best as I can shake it up. And then I got to reach into there and pull out a name so that you know who won this super cool miniature sewing machine. I'm going to leave my shot right about there. Okay? So let me get my handy dandy notebook. No, that's Blue's Clues. Turn my music back up. All right, let's start writing these out. So you can see what I did is I took the chocolate bar like this that I demonstrated in that other premiere. I basically peel off the outer shell and then I wrap it with one of my Wonka wraps and it ends up looking like this, which is pretty clever, huh? If you think that was pretty clever for me to come up with that, type it in the chat, say, hey Scott, you're brighter than the average bulb on a chandelier. Scott, you're sharper than the average knife in a drawer. Yeah, you are, buddy. Really a cool campaign. I don't know how you come up with this stuff. You must be eating mushrooms or dancing on rooftops or something, because pretty cool campaigns, man. Pretty cool. But at any rate, the point is, when I took off these covers, I decided to cut off a portion of the cover and save it so that I could write whoever got the special incentive donation in that window between the 13th and the 17th, write their names on these, drop them into the hat, and then pull one out and see who we find, okay? So let's get to work. Let's get to work. All right, so the first one, blank on the back, I'm gonna write down Susan R. from Wisconsin. Susan R. Wisconsin. Okay? And I might as well just, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll wait to take my hat off until we get done. So I'm going to put Susan R. right there. Can you see her? Yep, there she is. Now we have my friend Jose from Just Right Auto Detailing of OCONTO. I'm going to write down Jose's name, and he spells it J-O-S-U-E, and then his last name is Ramos. Ramos. I'm going to put down R, Wisconsin. I'm going to put that right there next to Susan's. Now on the other board, I've got Maddie and Kiwi. So I'm going to write down Maddie and Kiwi. And they're from Florida. Put them right back there. Where did I put my glasses? I'll make sure I'm actually spelling their names correctly. Okay, and next to Maddie and Kiwi is Bruce Gillis. Again, board of directors. He might, any one of these people might say, yeah. Woo! Man, oh man, I'm either having a seizure or I'm really getting into this jam. Yeah. So Bruce G, and he's also of Wisconsin. So any of these folks might end up saying to me, Scott, I've got to pass on this. Bruce is a board of directors member. He might say, I'd love to get that sewing machine, but I got to pass on it because I'm part of the board. He might say, I've checked into it. I'm good to go. I can go ahead and do it. So we'll wait and see. But again, I'm going to pick a primary and a secondary. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. All right, so now we have Roz and Apollo from Michigan. Roz and Apollo. And Apollo. Apollo is her dog. Yeah, he is. And that's from the great state of Michigan. Yeah. Now we got Susie from Minnesota. Susie is already a golden ticket a golden ticket finder, and now she has the possibility, because she just jumped all over this contest and fundraiser. Now she could even win again with this miniature sewing machine. But again, any one of these winners, potential winners, can say, I want to give it to the backup. I want to give it to the backup because I already won a golden ticket. I don't know if Susie's going to say that. She doesn't have to. Barbara doesn't have to say that either. They can both say, all right, sorry, y'all were sleeping at the wheel like those Texas people, other than Veronica and Emily. So you snooze, you lose, baby. You snooze, you lose. I'm going to scoop up that sewing machine from Germany, made in honor of the Brothers Grimm by Adler, and it's mine, baby. It's mine. So you know what? If it goes that way, it goes that way. You know what? It's all good. It's all good. So now I'm going to write down Susie S. Susie S. from Minnesota. Minnesota. Right back there, baby. Right back there. Who's next? Who's next? Barbara Finger also found a golden ticket like Susie. And Barbara also gets a chance to try to win this really, really cool, incredibly rare German miniature sewing machine. So Barbara F. from the great state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin, yeah it is. All right, who do I have? I've got Mary as well. Mary D. from Washington State that just got into that window of opportunity because she made a targeted donation to honor the memory of her beloved dog Riker. So I'm going to put down Mary D. from WA, Washington State. Washington State, oh my goodness, gravy, that is such a beautiful state. Used to live there when I finished up my military service. All right, who's next? Last and not least, certainly, is Veronica and Emily from the great state of Texas. They also made their donation within that window of September 13th to September 17th, which means they became eligible to try to scoop up this very cool German miniature sewing machine. So Veronica and Emily. Emily is her daughter, by the way, and if you search on my channel, Veronica and Emily, you'll see that Emily also got a really cool German machine from me as well. And there's a full premiere of that machine that eventually was sent to Texas to join Emily and her mom down there. So that's, how cool is that? Boy, it feels good to write. It feels so good to write TX on there, because these are the only ladies or men or anyone from that huge state of Texas that have stepped out of the shadows into the light and said, count me in as a hero for Hank. And by the way, get me into that contest because I want to try to get that little miniature German sewing machine too. All right, so we should have all of our names. I'm going to double check one more time. And I'm going to put my hat here at the same time so you can see my hat, all right? Matter of fact, I'm going to move this machine to the side and put my hat right there. So we've got Veronica and Emily from the great state of Texas into the hat. Mary D. from the great state of Washington in the hat. Barbara F. from the great state of Wisconsin, also a golden ticket finder, in the hat. Susie S. from Minnesota, also a golden ticket finder, in the hat. Roz and Apollo from Michigan, in the hat. Bruce G. of Wisconsin, in the hat. Maddie and Kiwi from Florida, in the hat. Jose from the great state of Wisconsin, also the owner of Just Right Auto Detailing, in the hat. Susan R. from Wisconsin, just donated very recently, one of our most recent donors to support this cause, in the hat. All right, I've got my glasses on, as you can see, so I'm ready to shake this baby up and give it a go. And also, I'll show you, all of these entries are down in the bottom of the hat. All right, so I'm gonna do my best. I wish I could find, let me see if I can find something to cover this up with so I can really give it a shaky, dakey, dakey, bakey. Yeah, I'll use my pillow. I'll use my pillow that I lean sewing machines up against on, okay? So we're gonna put it like this, and hold on a second. Let me widen this shot just a little bit. There we go. There we go. This is kind of shaking music, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, I just blew some out. Hold on. Ah! Goodness gravy. Jose, sorry about that, buddy. All right, I better hold it down tighter. Make sure I cover it better this time, as I try to do all kinds of shaking and baking, shaking and baking, shaking and baking. All right, put the hat down. Move the pillow. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Matter of fact, come out wider. Ha ha ha! Yeah, got the old specs on, baby. Specs on, yeah. Can I help it? I'm gonna watch the camera while I reach over. Where's the hat? There it is. I got one. This is gonna be the primary. This is gonna be the primary. So they can elect to say, nope, give it to somebody else. Here it is. My buddy Jose from the detailing shop. And you know what? Because I know he's not into sewing at all. I'm guessing. He's gonna say, give it to the secondary. So let's pick the secondary right now. So hey, is that Jose? Jose, congratulations, buddy. You won this really cool, 1 of 10 in the world, German Adler miniature sewing machines. But if you tell me, and I might give you a jingle and just say, what do you think? What do you think? And then it's up to him as to whether or not he says, yep, give it or don't give it. So I'm gonna put Jose right there next to the captain. All right, so again, focusing on you. This is my backup coming. This is my backup. Shazam! Veronica and Emily from Texas. So if Jose says, like I suspect he might, if he says, Scott, I'm a detailing guy. Well, it's a really cool machine. I want you to give it to someone else. That's probably what he's going to say. So if that is the case, then it's going to be heading to Texas, okay? So the other names that we had in here, unfortunately that did not get picked, was Roz and Apollo from Michigan, Mary D from Washington State, Barbara F from Wisconsin, Susie S from Minnesota, Susan R from Wisconsin, and last but certainly not least, Maddie and Kiwi from the great state of Florida. So thank you again for everyone that made a targeted donation to try to get their mitts on this Adler machine. All of these folks are already heroes for Hank, and they made that donation specifically in that window of time. And in Mary's case from Washington State, she made that second donation in honor of her incredible puppy that passed away 4 years ago, Riker. So these are all champions in my book any day of the week. So I'm gonna throw these in the hat and then put them to the side so I can put my hat back on, because this is my uniform right now, and right now I'm kind of out of uniform. Yeah, I am. All right, so hat's back on. I'm a good boy. All right, so I got that back on. All right. So again, our winners, or I should say our primary and our secondary, it's probably more appropriately said. My friend Jose that runs the detailing shop here in OCONTO, Just Right Detailing, is my primary. Veronica and Emily are my secondary. And I don't know if I could get Jose on the phone right now so we can settle this matter or not. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can somehow get him on the phone. I may not be able to I may not be able to do it because we've got a big event this weekend in town. It's called the Fly-In, and the Fly-In is a super big event where all of the classic car owners bring all their cars into Oconto out to the airport, and then a bunch of planes fly in as well at the same time. And it's a big to-do, and it goes for about another 2 or 3 hours. So if I get Jose on the phone, that would be super cool. Then we can settle this matter right now, and we don't have to wonder. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know if I'll be successful in doing it or not. If I can't, then I'll have to circle back and let you know what he said. Come on, come on. Load, load, load. I have a lot of friends and a lot of customers. I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Finally down to my friends. So let's see what happens. It's ringing. Hey, Jose, this is Scott. How are you, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Are you over at the air show?
Yep.
Hey, this is going to blow your mind, but I'm literally shooting a premiere right now. And I told you when you donated that I had that little miniature German sewing machine that I was going to be giving away as a special incentive.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're not into sewing, so what I did is I picked out the first name. It was you. And then I and then I pulled out the second name, and it's a mom and daughter from the state of Texas. So I told folks, I said, Jose may just say, I don't need it, or he may say, yeah, I want it. So what do you want to do? Do you want to accept the sewing machine, or do you want to give it to the mom and daughter from Texas?
If they're gonna use it, just give it to them.
Okay, so you're okay if
Yeah, I'm okay if they get it.
All right, my friend, you are a generous soul because it's a really cool machine. So Veronica and Emily will get the sewing machine then.
Okay, yep, that's good. That's good, Scott.
All right, my friend, take care. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Yep, bye.
All right.
There you go. So Veronica and Emily, Jose just got him on the phone. He sounds like he's kind of tired, doesn't he? He was probably early up this morning, making sure that all those fancy cars going to the airport that are going to be looked at are all just perfect, because he is a perfectionist. Pulled his name out of the hat to win this super cool Adler sewing machine. And he just said, if they're going to use it, you heard him, give it to Veronica and Emily as my backup. So it's yours, ladies. I'll be getting it shipped off and be insuring it for a pretty penny, because it's 1 of 10 in the world. And then you ladies can have it in your sewing space down there in Texas. So I just want to really rub it in right now to all the other Texans that could have jumped into this contest this week between the 13th and the 17th. And you guys were, I don't know if you were breaking Broncos or tipping cows or whatever else. And I'm just joking because there's a lot of professional Texans as well. So whatever you were busy with, you missed out. And because Jose was very generous and said, give it to Veronica and Emily, it's now a Texas sewing machine. Yeah, it is. So they always talk about doing things big in Texas. Okay, just pretend like it's a big machine, even though it's miniature, okay? So let me set this to the side and say, congratulations, Veronica and Emily. You did it. Yeah, you did. How cool is that? Oh my goodness. I'm so glad we got Jose on the line. I mean, there was a likelihood that we would get his voicemail. So, yeah, that's nice. Very cool. All right, more music. More music. I need more music. And you can hear my voice because of all that I'm pouring into this campaign. My voice is like almost gone. It's starting to go. It's starting to go. Come on, play music. Play music for me. Play music. Ooh, this is like Twilight Zone music or something, isn't it? Well, I've got good news. I've got lots of good news. I've got a ton of good news to share with you, okay? I'm going to sit back comfortably in my chair here. So first of all, why did this song have to come on? All right, control. The good news is we are getting really, really close to our goal, but we still need your help, okay? So getting really close to the goal, we still need your help. The other great news is I have another incentive for you to donate in the final days of the campaign. The campaign ends on the 23rd. You're seeing this on Sunday. Tomorrow, between tomorrow, which is Monday, hold on, is Monday the 20th. So between Monday the 20th and the end of this campaign contest fundraiser thingy, which ends on the 23rd, between the 20th and the 23rd, between Monday and Thursday, I'm looking at my calendar again, I'm hoping I got it right. So between Monday and Thursday, let's just say that, contest fundraiser ends Thursday. Between Monday and Thursday, if you make a donation, and all the donations made in the past, they don't apply to this because it's a special incentive to donate. Because what you don't know is I knew folks were going to jump all over that machine that was just by default from my friend Jose with Just Right Detailing given to Veronica and Emily from Texas. I knew folks were going to jump all over it. We had 9 people that jumped on that and said, I want to become a hero for Hank. I want to support a great cause. I want to get a Wonka bar that might have a golden ticket in it, like Susie and like Barbara. But I also want to try to scoop up that little miniature machine that was made in Germany in honor of the Brothers Grimm and is one of 10 in the world. Well, the good news is I ordered another one. Not like that one exactly, but it's from Germany, incredibly rare. Let's unbox it right now, because I haven't even opened it from the box yet. Okay, are you ready for it? Yeah, you are. All right, and I'm going to cheat and use my little chair. Let's kind of set it up like that. That wasn't easy. That was stressful, all of that stuff. Yeah, it was. That was easy. All right, I want to respect the privacy. Hold on a second. Turn my screen around. I want to respect the privacy of the party that provided this to me. And they did a decent job. They sent it priority mail. They wrote fragile. They wrote glass. I guess they wrote glass just to really freak out the Postal Service, right? Just to totally freak out the Postal Service. So let's check out and see what this looks like. Hold on. What did I knew I was organized and I put my cutter somewhere. There it is. And I can feel there's a gap. Yeah. All right. I can feel there's a gap at the top, so I'm going to set my blade pretty short, just like I've shown you in other premieres. Let's open this up and see what we have. All right. If you donate, you get newspaper. Hey, who knew? Yeah. Rugby Lantern Tour set for September 11th. I think we missed it. Open mic night returns to Palace. Yeah. Oh, he's a cutie! I don't know who he is, but look at that little guy. Definitely not my opinion of a stellar packing job, but I've seen worse. All right, let me get a pair of scissors. Hold on a second. Oh, I got some right here. Oh my goodness. It's even better than the photos. Even better than the photos. Oh my goodness gravy. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is fabulous. Oh my gosh, it's better than I thought it would be. It's absolutely fabulous. And I've got to do some more research on this machine. I did this kind of off the cuff right in the middle of this campaign because I wanted to give another incentive in the final days of the campaign between Monday the 20th and Thursday the 23rd. If you get your donation in to the Humane Society between those 2 days, Monday and Thursday, the 20th to the 23rd, I guess it is, then you can have a chance at this machine. So let me get it on the workbench, and I'll set it down, and we'll take a closer look at it, although I think you've had a chance to see it pretty good. Made in Germany, just like the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was made in Germany, Munich, Germany. I had to do one dance thing with my vest on, you know what I mean? All right, I'll be good. Woo! All right, let's zoom in on this and take a look at it. Actually, better yet. Holy mackerel, that is like an original spool right there. No, I'm not going to turn to the beat, Captain. That's like over the top. What in heavens to Betsy's name are you thinking? All right, let's turn around, look at the backside again. Look at the decal work on this. And I can't say for sure, I'm kind of feeling it with my hand. My initial impression when I saw it in the photos was that this was hand painted. I'm thinking more now that it's probably decaled, but it's still fabulous, isn't it? The detailing on that. Look at the backside. Here we don't have Robin Hood, but we've got some really cool, any of you are flower and plant people, you probably already know what that plant is. Maybe it's, I don't know, all the way around here. And I'll probably leave most of the patina on this and let you have a swing at doing some restorative work on it yourself. Very, very cool. Very cool. If it weren't for the greatness of this cause, I would be really reluctant to give this up. Because I don't even want to tell you what I paid for it. Very, very cool. Very cool. Oh my goodness gravy. So if you want to get your mitts on this super amazing German-made miniature hand crank machine, then you better jump all over this and get your donation in between Monday and Thursday. Thursday is the day that the contest fundraiser comes to an end. And then I'll do a drawing just like you saw me do right now, where we first of all pulled out Jose and then we pulled out Veronica and Emily as the backup. And Jose said, nope, if they're gonna use it, give it to them. So Jose is out of the game. And these ladies are now the proud owners of that other miniature hand crank from Germany. Do you want this? Do you want it? Type in the chat if you want this. All right? And I'm talking, you want to talk about easy to turn? Pinky. Pinky. And it's not just because I'm buffed, okay? This sucker is so easy to turn, the captain could sneeze on it, which please don't do that. We still have some concerns about COVID, Captain. Some concerns, okay? So don't sneeze. Please don't sneeze. Just point that way with your pipe. Which, by the way, kids, if you're watching, there's no tobacco. He's just holding the pipe in his mouth because we don't promote smoking on this channel. We don't do it. So, but this is a fabulous and also rare German miniature sewing machine. And I want to say, based on initial research, that FOF has a handle in this machine. They have a hand in this machine, but I can't say for sure yet. Okay? So this is up for grabs now. This machine is up for grabs. Make your donation to the OCONTO Area Humane Society between Monday the 20th and Thursday the 23rd. And this could be yours. You know what? Veronica and Emily never thought that they would end up scooping up that other one. They did. Do you know what else? Susie never thought that with a 1 in 20 chance that she would ever get a golden ticket. She did. Barbara was the same, from Wisconsin. She never thought she would get a golden ticket. Are you kidding me? 1 in 20 chance? It's a lot better than the movie, but it's still 1 in 20. But you know what? They did what I tell you to do all the time. Take action. Take action! And because of that action, Barbara got into that cool contest where she could have won that miniature sewing machine. She didn't, but she got a golden ticket. Susie took action. She could have won that miniature sewing machine made by Adler in honor of the Brothers Grimm. She didn't get it, but guess what? She got a golden ticket. It's all about action, folks. It's all about action. Yeah, I know you know what action looks like, but we're not talking piracy, Mr. Pirate. We're not talking that. And we're not talking about weird dancing at parties either. You very, very likable snowbird from Florida. Yeah, you are. We're talking about supporting a great cause where we can help critters like this, and critters like this, and critters like this. Yeah, and critters like this. What a cutie, right? What a cutie! And you might be saying, okay, well, what do we get out of this? What do we get out of this if we take action? Well, first of all, for every $50 you donate, you're gonna get a Wonka bar. And inside of that Wonka bar might be a golden ticket, okay? But again, if you donate between Monday and Thursday, you're also gonna get a special entry to try to scoop up this amazing German miniature sewing machine, which I'm pretty sure, I'm not even gonna give you a percentage because I'm not absolutely sure, but I'm pretty sure that it was made by FOF. Or for you people that can't pronounce the word correctly, made by FAF, yeah. But it's an awesome miniature sewing machine from Germany, from the 1920s, 1930s time frame. So all of that, if you want to scoop it up, you got to make a donation. You got to get off your doopa and make it happen. You got to make it happen, okay? And then you can have a chance at that really cool sewing machine. Captain, I didn't know you could dance. Nice. I did not know you could dance. That's really cool. So, donating is super easy. Let me just say that, okay? Let me say that right now. It's super easy. All of these folks from around the country made it happen. They made it happen. And they said over and over again,
that was easy. That was easy.
That was easy. Our friend Mary from Washington State. Our friend Jody from down here in California. Our friend Susie from Minnesota. All of our friends from Wisconsin that donated. Roz and Apollo from Michigan. Craig and Sonny from Pennsylvania. And all of our friends from Florida that donated as well. We had a lot of folks from Florida. They're just all over it. And last but certainly not least was just recently, very, very recently, our good friends Veronica and Emily from the great state of Texas. But look at all these empty states. Where are my donors from Oregon? Where are my donors from Montana, Idaho, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky. Did I already say that? Well, I'm going to say it again. Indiana, where are my Indiana folks? Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, North Dakota, South Dakota. Did I say Georgia? I'm going to say Georgia again. Where are my Georgia folks? I already got Pennsylvania, but what about Ohio, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine? I'm calling all of you folks out and saying this is the final week of this contest fundraiser. Yeah, I know you're shocked. I know you're shocked. Look at that look of disgust. Look at that look of, are you kidding me? You can't put your life on pause and help a cause that is as worthy as this? Really? So all of you states that don't have one of those cute little doggy figures on it right now, consider yourself called out. Yeah, you're called out. I'm not going to apologize for it. You're called out. You're called out. You're called out. You know why? Because it's...
That was easy.
So easy. It's so
That was easy.
easy. It's so
That was easy.
easy. Make it happen. Yeah, make it happen. Come on, folks. You got this. You got this. I know that you care, but you got to put your life on pause. Pause your life. Put your life on pause. Pause. Like P-A-W-S, but it's P-A-U-S-E. Pause your life. 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 And again, if you're one of those kind of people, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? I hope you're not, because the people that are in my circle, the people that are in my inner circle are the ones that say, it's not what I get, it's what I give. It's not what I get, it's what I give. It's not what I get, it's what I give. Yeah. Well, if you donate this week, you're going to get entered to win this incredibly rare German miniature sewing machine that in all likelihood was made by Pfaff. You're also going to have the possibility of winning a golden, or finding a golden ticket in a Wonka bar like this. And this Wonka bar still has to go out. And I didn't do a very good at wrapping this. Do you see what's showing through the side over there? That could be the bar that ends up landing in your mailbox. It's very possible. But beyond that, if you're any of the golden ticket recipients, right now we only have Susie and Barbara. But if you're any of the golden ticket recipients, you're going to automatically win a treasure trove of European chocolate. All of this chocolate right here, dark mint. And by the way, each one of these has 5 chocolate bars inside of it. So you're basically getting 5 times 5 times 5 times, or 5 plus 5 plus 5. You can tell I'm not a mathematician. But the point is, you get this one, dark mint, which is absolutely, are you kidding me? It's absolutely crazy delicious. And these are made in Germany. All of these are made in Germany. Just like the movie was made in Germany. Are you getting the idea that I put a little bit of thought into putting this campaign together? Yeah. Dark sea salt. You get a golden ticket, it's yours. 70% cocoa, it's yours if you get a golden ticket. Already, Susie and Barbara are getting all of this chocolate. They're getting it all. 85% cocoa. Dark orange almond. Milk extra creamy. If you like it spicy, dark chili chocolate. I didn't even know such a thing existed, but I do now, and so do you. Dark sea salt caramel. Again, 5 chocolate bars in every single one of these, and you get the whole treasure trove of chocolate if you're one of the golden ticket finders. There's 3 golden tickets left. And by the way, I was kind of teasing you with this Wonka bar right here. If I can get these back in the box. I was teasing you with this Wonka bar right here. This is a static one. Okay, it's a static one. All the Wonka bars have already been wrapped. They're already either being shipped out, have been shipped out, or they're waiting to be shipped out. This is one I just wrapped up for fun, so I could kind of tease you a little bit and say, look at what might be waiting for you. Okay? And that's the reality. Like I said, Susie and Barbara never thought that they would find one, but they did. 1 in 20 chance, and they were one of those 1 in 20 chances. So, but beyond that, you also get this incredible box of original chocolate truffles from Germany as well, made in Germany. And these things are fabulous. On top of that, you also get a Joann's $50 gift card if you're one of the golden ticket finders. So you get all of this chocolate, this treasure trove of chocolate. You get a $50 Joann's gift card, and Joann's is all over the country. All over the country. Plus, if you're that last golden ticket to come out of this hat, just like you saw us do that drawing for that incentive today, that other miniature German sewing machine, you're the last ticket coming out. You're also going to receive a behind-the-scenes tour of the workshop and be able to see my personal collection. You'll be the first one in history to see my personal collection, which tops about 200 sewing machines, and many of those machines are worth thousands of dollars. So if you're the last golden ticket to be picked out of this hat, there's only going to be 5 golden tickets in here, unless we end up going above goal, then I might add additional golden tickets. But if you're the last golden ticket to be pulled out of this hat, you're going to get all of this chocolate, plus you're going to receive a behind-the-scenes tour, either virtual or in person if you want to come to the workshop. And then you'll be able to look at all of my machines and pick the machine of your dreams. And I'll fully restore it for you. Does it get any better than that? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. So you've been saying, okay, I don't do Facebook. And you've been talking about this Susie lady and this Barbara lady who found a golden ticket. They found a golden ticket. They got a Wonka bar just like this. And when they opened it up, they found this inside. And there's at least 3 of them left out there. So who are these ladies? Who are these ladies? Well, let me show you. So our first golden ticket finder was Barbara Finger from the great state of Wisconsin. And if you're on Facebook, you've already seen Barbara, as my father would have said, grinning like a possum in having found that cow country vintage sewing, I'll get it right, golden ticket. And Barbara Finger from the great state of Wisconsin could not be any happier. But then another golden ticket popped up, and it was all the way over in Minnesota. And that golden ticket was found by my dear friend Susie, and she is equally tickled pink to have found a golden ticket. And Susie shared with me privately, she said, Scott, I really don't know how to use my phone. It's a little bit of a mystery. I've never done a selfie before, and it took me about 5 or 6 tries, but I nailed it. And yes, you did, Susie. Well done, dear. Well done. That is a beautiful, beautiful selfie. And you can just see on her face, she's just a wee bit happy. Just a wee bit happy. Do you want to pop up on this screen as well as the 3rd person to find a golden ticket, the 4th person, the 5th person? And if we go way above goal, I might add another golden ticket to the equation. Maybe we'll just totally be rebels and go against the movie that only had 5 golden tickets. And for the Cow Country Vintage Sewing golden ticket campaign to benefit the OCONTO Area Humane Society and to give away a bunch of mind-blowing prizes as well, maybe we'll end up doing 6 golden tickets because we are just that good. We are just that good. Yeah, we are. But Susie and also Barbara already have the promise of that treasure trove of chocolate and that Joann's gift card. It's already theirs. It's already theirs because they're golden ticket finders. What about you? Are you going to jump into this special incentive to try to win this very rare German miniature sewing machine from the 1920s, 1930s? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Or are you just going to blah, blah, blah? Are you going to, how do I love to say it? I described Bruce Gillis this way as a board of directors member who made a very generous donation to support this cause, already volunteering his time as a board of directors member for the OCONTO area shelter. But he wanted to jump into it anyway and help a worthy cause. And I said, he doesn't just talk the talk. He what? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat right now if you would be so kind. He's not just a talker, he's a what? So if you don't want to just be a talker and just say, you know, either privately or via email or via messenger or via smoke signal, and you say, Scott, we believe in what you believe in, and I'm going to jump into that campaign when it starts. Well, I don't doubt again that you care, but life gets busy, doesn't it? So if you don't want to be labeled as a talker and you want to be, and by now you've already typed it in the chat, you want to be described as a walker like Bruce Gillis from the board of directors, because he jumped into this just like all of our other heroes, and he made it happen. You don't want to be called a talker, and you want to be called a walker, which I would think anybody want. I never want to be called a talker, because that means that you're not committed to following through and taking action. And it's all about action, isn't it? None of our efforts to help worthy causes like the History Museum down in South Bend, Indiana, or this worthy cause in Wisconsin, right here in OCONTO, nothing would happen if we just had good intentions, but we never turned those good intentions into action. Guess what? Nothing happens. Those dogs don't have the food that they need to eat. They don't have heat in the winter, because good intentions are not going to pay the bills, are they? And good intentions, life is paved with good intentions, but it's the people that we look at, and as my good friend Paula Noel loves to say, and she always says it with a sweet grin, being a Florida girl, she says, what? Do you know what Paula says all the time? What does Paula say? And while you're thinking about what Paula says, I'm going to get some more music on, because we just ran out of music. What happened there? More music, please. More music. We're looking for music. More music. Yeah. Hey, one thing, I'm not used to wearing a hat all the time, and this Willy Wonka hat is starting to cook my brain just a little bit. Starting to cook my brain a little bit. Well, hopefully you got the saying that Paula likes to say. And I'm not even going to say it right now. I'm going to let the chat stand for itself. And if Paula's here, she can type it in the chat herself. But Paula is also an action-oriented gal. And she says, as a former nurse, just like Sonny's a former nurse, I believe Susie's a former nurse as well. We got nurses all over the place. Take action for a worthy cause. Make it happen. Make it happen. Okay? And you can jump in and possibly win this very cool miniature sewing machine. And also get entered into the contest by way of the Wonka giveaway and getting a Wonka bar that might well have a golden ticket in it. But you're not going to know unless you get involved, right? You got to get involved to try to scoop up a golden ticket, okay? I'm going to get a drink real quick because I am running my wheels crazy and fast and furious. Oh, I don't know if anybody else is like me, but what I just took a quick little chug of. Where's the camera? I love lemonade. Summer, winter, fall, autumn. I mean, it just hits a spot, doesn't it? Any other lemonade drinkers out there? I know I've asked that before, but we got new people at the premieres all the time. I'd just be curious if there's any fellow lemonade drinkers. So I know I'm not drinking alone. Yeah. Okay, what do I want to find now? Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I wanted to share that. Okay, let me pause my music for a second. I almost forgot to share something, which would be horrible. So we talk a lot about money, and I'm sure some of you are growing tired of me every single turn. I'm reminding you about this campaign, right? Every single turn, Scott's reminding us again to donate to the OCONTO Area Humane Society. We know it's a worthy cause, but does he have to say it that often? Again and again and again and again and again? Yeah, I do. Because, you know why? Because life gets busy and we have all kinds of distractions, right? All kinds of things tugging at our sleeve. And again, if we have good intentions but we have no action, guess what? Nothing happens. Well, if you somehow missed it, let me play a little video clip for you and tell you why I'm sharing it. Why am I sharing it? I'll try to tell you why I'm sharing it once I start playing it. Hold on a second. Well, all you folks have heard me mention Dick before. This is my friend Dick, and he's a volunteer. And this is Diamond, right?
Yes.
So Dick and I are just going to go for a little walk with Diamond. And, okay, let me back it up just a hair, because that was a really good shot of Diamond there, and I goofed it up. My fault. My fault. My fault. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. I actually did better than the last time I goofed up, so I'm learning from my goof ups. So there is our sweet, sweet Diamond that we featured in one of the premieres when we went to meet Lexi. We got a tour of the facility for the first time, and then I went out walking with my good friend Dick. And we presented Diamond to all the folks locally and around the world. And if you haven't heard yet, as a direct result of us raising awareness, because again, humane societies, they're really, really busy, and they'll have their websites, they'll have their Facebook pages, but usually all they're going to have time to do is post a still shot of a beautiful dog like Diamond. There's going to be a still shot showing her beautiful face, looking up at the camera right now, looking at me when I met her, and she's basically saying, I am hoping and hoping and hoping that I get a forever home. I've had a rough life. I've had a really rough life. And I really would love to get with a family that will love me and care, and care for me, and that I can give my love back to. It happened. And it wasn't me, it was Dick, who's already involved with this organization as a volunteer. He said, I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. Diamond had been sitting there for months upon months upon months upon months upon months. And the staff was doing an excellent job of trying to point with that still shot on their webpage and on their Facebook page and highlight all the other dogs and cats and all the other critters that needed adoption. And no one would scoop her up. Not to mention, they heard right away she was a pit bull terrier, and because of all the junk and misinformation out there about pit bull terriers and the reputation that they developed because people exploited them as fighting dogs, right away people were gun shy. But it's different. It's different when all of a sudden, through a video, you see this living, breathing, beautiful, oh my gosh, my heart is just pounding at the wonder of this incredible dog that deserves a home. And someone saw that video that I posted as a result of this campaign, and they said, I want her. I want her! And they didn't just say that with good sentiments. What did they do? Type the word that I'm looking for. It starts with A. Type it in the chat right now. What did they take? What did they do? What is the word I'm looking for? I'll give you the first two letters. AC. And it's not alternate current like a motor. This is not a tutorial on motors. That's for another time. Yes, they took action. They took action, and they came in and they met Diamond. And they spent time with her in one of those rooms that you saw me talking to Bruce and Angie and blah, blah, blah. I'm just totally blanking. My mind is just fried. I'm sorry. It's been a real busy campaign. And Lexi as well. And when they met Diamond, it was love at first sight. It was love at first sight. Again, it's not happenstance. It's someone took an intentional step. They took action after seeing that video. Because Diamond had been sitting there for month after month after month after month after month after month. And no one was coming in to meet her. No one was coming in to take that action. She's now in a forever home. All right, enough blah, blah, blahing, Scott. We already knew this because we're really smart, and I know you all are. We already knew this about Diamond. Is there something else you wanted to tell us about? Well, see, that's why you're so smart. That's an excellent question. As a matter of fact, it's so excellent, I'm inspired to do what I hadn't done yet, and that is ring the bell, okay? And bump the camera at the same time. How do you like that? Where am I? I have totally lost the picture here. So yes, the news is my good friend Dick that helped me to introduce Diamond to you. Diamond's gone now. So what's the second good news and good feeling story? Well, let me play a little bit of a video and maybe you'll get a clue as to what I want to share next with you.
A lot of our spays and neuters there simply because they can't take as many at a time.
Sure.
We do most of those at a facility in Green Bay where we can take 25 animals in one day, drop them off in the morning, pick them up in the afternoon.
So all of you watching right now, you can hear what Bruce is sharing, and that is they've got these costs, they're ongoing, even amid the pandemic when things slowed down dramatically and a lot of places would just button up. People were not able to come in and look at dogs and cats and other critters. Those bills keep on coming in. Dogs and cats and other animals are still getting prepped for adoption. They're still being fed in the winter. This shelter has to be warmed. And so even after we get done with this fundraiser to benefit the OCONTO Area Humane Society, I would encourage you, just like with the History Museum down in South Bend, Indiana, where we did the fundraiser, that you look at opportunities, to continue to support this shelter, to partner with them, and to look at opportunities to and see the bad rep this little guy. Look at his tail go. Look at that tail go.
Yeah, it sits right down for you. Look at that.
Look at that tail.
Hey,
What a sweetie.
He does. What a sweet boy. What a sweet boy.
Oh, I love him. Oh my gosh.
And I have to be honest, I don't think Hank, who's a blackmouth cur, I don't think he would have done as well with that dog that was kind of checking you out. You were very, very patient. So sweet and so patient. Look at...
Okay, I'm going to pause it right there. Again, you guys are very smart, and you're already probably typing in the chat, are you kidding me? During this campaign, we had the opportunity to document 2 dog walkings. One was with Diamond. She was adopted. The other one was with Bruiser here, who also is a pit bull terrier. Bruiser, like Diamond, had been on the books of the shelter long term. I mean, he was like an extended stay hotel. He had been there and been there and been there. And until someone saw this video and saw that tail wagging away, Bruiser and I had never met before. We had never met before, other than maybe when I walked past his kennel when I was outside of the building, and Lexi had taken me out there so I could walk down that line of kennels. You guys know what I'm talking about if you follow me faithfully. I walked down that line of kennels, and he was in one of those kennels, kind of jumping up and barking, and like all the other dogs. I mean, you see a stranger, that's what you're going to do. So this is the first time we had close proximity to each other. He's a very big boy. I think Bruce said around 100 pounds. But I was able to, through this video that I shared, show his softness, show his gentleness. I'm a stranger to him, and yet he came up and sat on my foot. And you saw his tail just wagging away. Someone saw this video, and they came in, and they met him face to face, and it was love at first sight. He was adopted too. How cool is that? And that's why I said I would be privileged and honored if Lexi and the other decision makers would say, you know what, that is not a by chance thing. Both of these dogs were very, very, as all the people agreed, they were the tough sell. They're pit bull terriers. They're bigger dogs. They have a reputation as a breed because of all the knuckleheads that have exploited them over the years. And they had been on the books for month upon month, extended time. They were there, and there were no takers, no potential folks that would adopt them. And in this one little window of time where we had the privilege, and it's like I said to Angie and the Bruce, I consider to get involved with a cause like this an incredible privilege. It's an incredible privilege. It's a blessing to be able to do something like this. And through our efforts of not showing them still shots, showing them video, and showing showing a side of these dogs that oftentimes is forgotten or ignored or overlooked. They have a sweet, delicate spirit that if you give them love and you treat them right, guess what? In those few seconds that Bruiser and I knew each other, you saw how he responded. He wanted his tail. I posted something on Facebook and it was something like, a dog's tail is wagged by its heart. It wants to be loved. It wants to be cared for. It wants to be nurtured. It wants to return that love. And it's equally true of kitty cats as well. Remember when I was just in that last premiere at the center, at the shelter, and Lexi and her staff handed me this note before I started to film, and they said, would you please, Scott, share this with all the people that follow you on YouTube and on Facebook, all of the people that believe in the things that you believe in. Would you really give them some hard numbers so that they understand? And this is actually the note right here that they handed me, if I can get it in front of the camera. This is actually the note right here that they handed me when I came in the door. You already know that's probably a lady's writing, because I can't write that pretty, and that's just very simple writing. But you know, why can girls write so beautifully and guys are like, I don't know, they look like chicken scratchers? Can you read that in the shot? 50 cats, 13 dogs, 3 birds, a rabbit, 6 guinea pigs, 2 office cats, and 15 foster pets. Now the great news is, the amazing news is, Bruiser and Diamond, 2 of the most difficult dogs, admittedly, in the shelter, that were, Bruce said it himself on camera, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. They're a tough dog, either because of size, reputation, or whatever. They're a very difficult dog to adopt out. And that's why Diamond and Bruiser were at the shelter for so long. So long. And so back to what I was going to say is, I want to go on the record in saying I will volunteer my time as your camera person for the OCONTO shelter. And Dick has already told me I'm happy to do it. So anytime Dick or Richard, I know many of the staff refer to him as Richard as well, anytime Richard is walking a dog and I'm able to get over there, I will be privileged and honored to document it and then to share that video with the OCONTO shelter so they can put it up on their Facebook page or up on their website. And maybe we could call it something like, maybe Richard will be my go-to guy because he's there 2 or 3 days a week. Maybe it'll be walking with Richard or something like that. You know, if you have any ideas on what we could kind of call it, if Richard is our go-to guy, chime in the chat right now on what we could kind of label it so that the OCONTO shelter could showcase dogs, not just in still shots, but in video, so that people could see that soft, delicate side, just like they were able to see in Diamond, just like they were able to see in Bruiser. And all of a sudden, it's not a scary pit bull terrier. It's a sweetie pie. Doggone it. We're going to put our life on pause. We got to get into the shelter and see Diamond. And as soon as that happened, what happened? They're down there filling out paperwork to adopt Diamond, and Diamond is gone. Not even Dick knew that Diamond was gone until he got in there and he was going to walk her. And he said, I'm kind of bummed, but I'm also overjoyed. I'm also overjoyed, but I'm going to miss Diamond. I'm just being honest, is what Richard said. Richard said, I'm going to miss Diamond. And I reached out to him just today because we're going to go on a little trip together to a flea market and kind of check things out. And I said, did you hear about Bruiser? He goes, no, I didn't go in on Monday or whatever it was. I said, Bruiser is gone. Bruiser was adopted this past Wednesday. You should have heard him. He said, what? I think he hit that note. He said, what? Bruiser's gone? The white pit bull terrier's gone? I said, yeah, he's gone. He said, didn't you tell me you did a video on him? I said, yeah, we did. Part of this campaign, we showcased Diamond and Bruiser. I wish we could have done more. He said, well, why don't you do more? Why don't you contact the shelter and tell them you want to shoot more video of other dogs after this Willy Wonka thing is all done? I said, I would love to do that. And so I'm doing it right now. Because I know a number of the board of directors, I know Lexi, I know other staff members will watch this premiere. I'm at your disposal. Any other dogs that Richard is walking, I'd love to shoot video to capture the spirit, the beauty of that animal. And we can always revisit cats as well. And you can upload that on your OCONTO Shelter Facebook page and on your website so that people can see that beautiful creature, whatever it is. It might be a guinea pig, it might be a rabbit, it might be a bird. They can see that living, breathing creature, and all of a sudden it'll click in their brain. I could give that critter a forever home. That was the click that happened for the new owners of Bruiser. That was the click that happened for those new owners of Diamond. And I'm not going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off my hat and say it's because, we're somewhere there. I'm going to take off my hat and tip it to the staff and the board of directors for the OCONTO Shelter because they were the ones that gave me access to do that. They were the ones that gave me the opportunity and the privilege of being a part of this fundraiser to help them out. They could have said no. They could have said, oh, we got it covered. We got other fundraisers going on. Thanks for the idea, but we'll take a pass on it. They didn't do that. Lexi was the first one to get excited about it, and then she passed that excitement all the way down the board of directors, and everybody jumped on board. So the access, the privilege of being a part of it is what gave me the opportunity to use video as another tool to present the spirit and the life of these beautiful, beautiful dogs. And I don't know. There may have been other adoptions of other critters as a result of that walkthrough with Lexi and the visibility that was given to those critters as well. Video is just different than a still shot, isn't it? It's so, so different. So that is, you know, the fact that we're almost at the goal, that is fantastic. Are you kidding me news? It's amazing news. But these two adoptions that came in the process of doing this campaign and giving that greater visibility, raising that awareness of these two long-term boarders of the shelter that are no longer in that shelter any longer because somebody saw them in living, breathing color and in action in a video, and all of a sudden it took on a different meaning for them. I don't even know. I don't even know how I can form words to say other than that is an incredible gift, isn't it? That's an incredible gift. And you guys have heard me quote a quote before, and it's usually attributed to the Shrek movie, right? It's usually attributed to the Shrek movie. Let me come into this shot and I'll give you that quote right now because I think it's a fantastic quote. I got to come out here and get both of these boards in view, and then I'm going to also highlight our heroes again before we wrap this up. So, the quote from Shrek. If any of you are Shrek people, Shrek fans, Shrek followers, and I should turn on a light so you can actually see me, otherwise I look like a shadow. So, any of you that are... Oh, wait a second. It's not from Shrek. I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. Wrong. Rewind. I think it's from Kung Fu Panda, which is another fun movie. And again, being a kid at heart, yeah, I know about these movies. And if you've never seen Kung Fu Panda, then be a kid at heart and pull it up on one of your fancy things on your TV and watch it, because you really will enjoy it. But the master in that movie says something that's pretty profound. He says, yesterday is history, tomorrow a mystery, but today is a gift, which is why we call it the present. Let me say that again. Yesterday is history, tomorrow a mystery, but today is a gift, which is why we call it the present. You have the opportunity in the present to make a donation, to show that love for these critters, to bring hope, or as Angie loves to say, where there's hope, or excuse me, I almost did it wrong. Where there's love, there's hope. Where there's love, there's hope. But you bring your hope through that donation. Won't you do that? Won't you make a difference? Can't you put your life on pause long enough so that you could, through your donation, help to sustain the mission of this OCONTO Area Humane Society and make it another possibility. We've already heard the amazing story of Diamond and Bruiser being adopted. What about the next animals that are waiting for that forever home? And by contributing to this cause, you can make that a possibility. Why wouldn't you do it? That's the gift, isn't it? That's the gift of the present. That's the present of the gift. You know what I mean. It's a gift, isn't it? To be able to do good. That's why incredibly wealthy people, as they near the end of their lives, they oftentimes will all of a sudden become very generous because they realize there's never a U-Haul behind a hearse. And Bill Gates and other folks like that have really started to divest themselves of their wealth because they realize money doesn't mean a thing unless it can be put into action and do good. It doesn't do any good sitting in a bank. It's just sitting there in a bank. But if you can be generous like all of these heroes behind me on these boards, and you can make a difference for the Diamonds and the Bruisers that are still in those kennels right now that have not been adopted yet. Those kitties, those birds, those guinea pigs, you know, all the different critters that are there, the rabbits, and I'm just looking at the list again, the foster dogs, you know, all the critters that I showed you on this sticky note that the staff gave me as I walked into the center to shoot that recent premiere. The need is great. Are you going to rise to the occasion? Because if you just sit there and you have good intentions, or you contemplate it, you spin your wheels and you go, well, I could. I certainly have the money to do it. It's just sitting in the bank. All my bills are covered. I'm incredibly blessed. I've got more than enough. You know, again, it's not about what you get, it's what you give, right? That's your legacy. Your legacy is built on what you give, not what you get. So other than getting the incredible satisfaction incredible satisfaction of knowing that you made a difference. That's what these heroes here have demonstrated. They wanted to give, not get, and yet in giving, they got more back than they could ever give. That's an incredible gift, isn't it? It's an incredible gift. Well, let me see if I can put on some more music, and we're going to look at these heroes, and then we're going to wrap this up, okay? I know it's gone a little bit long, but a lot of things to share. A lot of things to share. A lot of territory to cover, right? That's the good stuff. This isn't the one that I was going to pick, but I guess it'll have to do. All right, let's come off the tripod and look at our heroes for Hank, our champions for a cause, our folks that are more concerned about giving than getting. But I'm also offering a lot of things for you to get as well, right? Because I understand how that motivates and inspires. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. No judgment. No judgment at all. All right, let's check these out. All right. First of all, our incredible Heroes for Hank from the great state of Pennsylvania, Sonny and Craig. Thank you again, guys, for stepping into the light and for making a difference for these critters that are hundreds and hundreds of miles from you, but you love critters, and that's why you did it. That's why you did it. Mary from the great state of Washington, I can't thank you enough for always stepping into a cause with a selfless, generous heart. You are a blessing beyond blessings. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Emma and Apollo, equally a blessing from the great state of Florida, always willing to step into that space and say, count us in, count us in. Some Scott guy and Hank from the great state of Wisconsin, making it happen, not just contributing things to the cause, but also writing out that check to support that mission. Because guess what? The critters need to eat. They need to stay warm. And that's what all of these heroes have contributed to as well. Jody from the great state of California, making it happen. Thank you, Jody. Susan, just a very recent donation from the great state of Wisconsin. Thank you so much, Susan, for making it happen for the OCONTO Area Humane Society. I love when local people get involved and don't just say someone else is going to take care of it. Susan is not a talker, she's a walker. Yes, she is. My good friend Jose, who not only is a local business owner right next to the workshop practically, but also a very generous soul who said, I'm going to support it because Scott believes in it. And then, right on the spur of the moment when I call him and he could scoop up an incredibly rare miniature sewing machine, who knows, he could throw it up on Craigslist or eBay or somewhere else and make a lot of money. He says, no, if those good ladies down in Texas can use it, then give it to them. Jose, man, oh man, total respect, my friend. Paula Noel, who also is going to get it, not only has gotten involved as a hero for Hank, but also is going to reach out to the shelter and say, I am a crafty lady. I have many gifts and talents. How can I help you? How can I help you? Is that an action woman or a talking woman? That's an action woman. Way to go, Paula. Way to go. Yeah. Wait, I'm inspired. I'm going to ring the bell again for all of our heroes and for Paula as well for saying, it's not going to end with a campaign. I want to stay involved and stay in some way in helping, just like Emma and Maddie and others have done as well. So Maddie and Kiwi have also stepped into that space and said, we want to be involved. And if you missed the other premiere, Kiwi is a bird that is associated with Maddie. So thank you again for our friends from Florida that said, we're thousands of miles away, but we want to be a hero for Hank. We believe in what Scott believes in, and we're going to make it happen. Bruce Gillis, again, a member of the board of directors who already is volunteering a lot of time as a board member, but he said, you know what, I don't want to be a talker, I want to be a walker, and he made a very generous donation in support of this cause that he already believes in. So way to go, Bruce. You're not just a talker, you're a walker. I respect that. Roz and Apollo, my good friends from Michigan, you guys are always willing to step out of the shadows into the light. Thanks for doing it again, you guys. Thank you so much. Susie, one of our golden ticket finders from the great state of Minnesota. Susie, thanks so much for getting involved, and congratulations again on finding one of those golden tickets. And just to say for the record, without giving a lot of details, Susie did not buy 1 million Wonka bars to raise her odds. She made what I would consider a generous but a modest donation, and yet because of the odds being so great of finding a golden ticket, 1 in 20, again my good friend Craig and Sonny did the math for me, a 1 in 20 chance of finding a golden ticket. Susie found a golden ticket, as did the lady right next to her from Wisconsin, Barbara Finger, who also found a golden ticket and wants to support a cause. You know, because she believes in critters and because she cares. So that is a hero right there to me. All of you are heroes. And then Mary stepped back a second time and said, I've already given a gift to support this cause because you believe in it, Scott. I'm already a hero for Hank, but I want to also remember a hero in my life, my beloved dog Riker, who passed away 4 years ago. So again, any of you that have those precious pets that just changed your life, you can follow in Mary's lead and make a targeted donation in memoriam this week, and I'll be glad to mention that in the next premiere update. Okay? So thank you again, Mary, for always being there to help a just cause and for being so generous in your spirit. I'm truly grateful for you. Last but certainly not least, our Texans, Veronica and Emily. And again, ladies, I can't say enough how much I appreciate you representing Texas. And I hope other Texans that follow my work will get a little bit guilted and say, we're not going to make Veronica and Emily carry all that weight on their shoulders. We got a big state. And Scott has done a lot of work for us Texans down here with vintage sewing machines. We're going to step out of the shadows and step into the light. Come on, Texans. Don't make these ladies carry all of that weight for you, okay? Don't make them do it. Don't make them do it. So again, these are all of our heroes right here on these two boards. A relatively small army, but a mighty force in moving this forward and helping this local shelter to have the margin to have a mission. That's what it's all about, right? You got to have a margin to have a mission. And again, remember, it's not a cumbersome, difficult process.
That was easy.
All of these donors could tell you how easy it was to donate to this cause. And this week, remember, there's a special incentive. If you donate between Monday the 20th and Thursday the 23rd, you're going to get entered into a special contest where, like today, I'm going to drop all those names into this hat, and I'm going to pick out a primary and a secondary. And if that primary wants this machine, an incredibly rare German-made miniature machine, most likely made by FOF, then you'll have first dibs on it. But if you end up doing what Jose did and say, nope, give it to the ladies in Texas because they're going to be able to use it, then that secondary person, like in this case with the other drawing, will end up winning it. But jump into this, make it happen, and make a difference for these precious critters waiting for their forever home, won't you? Yeah, do that. Yeah, do that. Do it now. Check the description for how you can contact the shelter to make a secure donation and join these heroes on these boards as a hero and a champion for a just cause and become a hero for Hank, won't you? Yeah, do that. Mr. Bean, light up the signs. I didn't want it to be that dark. Donate now. That was kind of weird, wasn't it?